Hey posse, it's been 2 weeks and it's time for us to get into Martha's Vineyard. I'm India Monee. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe because we're going to go over these episodes, episode 4 and 5 of Martha's Vineyard Summer House. Okay, how y'all feeling about the show so far? I'm really liking it. Honestly, it's a little better than Real Housewives right now. But let's get into it. So the last episode, we see that Phil, he caused about this drama. Phil had to go. I'm sorry. He had to go. So Phil was voted off the island, and we find out that Nick has a secret girlfriend. Now, baby, I was confused by this. I feel like, honestly, okay, y'all remember Players Club? Y'all remember that dude? His name was Myron. My bad, y'all. And followed her home. I feel like Nick is giving that vibe. He's giving he's giving nice but mysterious. But also, I feel like he's lying. I feel like he could be gay. I feel like maybe he's not gay. But how you're cool with people. People know you, but no one knew you had a girlfriend, number one. No one knew you had a girlfriend for like a year, number two. It's just too many layers. It's too many questions. I'm really side-eyeing Nick. I like him, but it's something very creepy vibe about him. It's just not giving. So during this day, they're going on like a hot girl walk, and then the boys are working out, and Silas was coming at Preston crazy. This is the reason why I hate working out with people. I don't like working out with people for this reason, because you're not gonna push me and tell me what to do and yell at me and then embarrass me in front of everybody. That's what you're not gonna do. I literally hate that. Also, during this time, we see Nick did have a good point. So he brought up the drinks conversation and how Silas felt about Jasmine drinking and going out with Jasmine going out with Jordan, and all that stuff that they talked about. And I'm glad Nick said, you gotta trust Jasmine, her better judgment. The girls got her. They've been here for a while. They've been friends. She can handle herself. I just do not like Jasmine. I do not like Silas. And I just feel like Jasmine is really having this super, super huge battle with being a wife and being a friend. And we're going to get into that later. Okay, speaking about Nick's girlfriend, he says that a conversation is a conversation. She can flirt. I can flirt. It's not a big deal. I ain't feeling I don't know about that. I'm just not buying it. I just feel like I'm not buying it. But Nick is talking to Silas about being controlling, and I just love this conversation because Nick he's really spitting the real. He's basically saying what we're all thinking, and Silas is controlling, but then he brings up this point I'm not taking a marriage advice from someone with a single girlfriend, and it's that's not the point. That wasn't the point. So the next scene I was really confused by is, why is Amir crying? So I feel like he was talking to Bria and I think Preston, and he was talking about how he feels so happy and he's blessed to be in this moment with these black people, and how he just never felt black enough and and I feel like it was a sweet moment. But I'm sorry, the crying took me by surprise. I was not ready for that. I just didn't expect that. So later we did get more into Nick's girlfriend. They talked about it at the dinner. So people were I think it was Jasmine who brought it up, and she was like, so I found out that you have a girlfriend. Why? So he felt like it was an interrogation. It really felt like he was caught up in a moment. He was caught up. No one knew he had a girlfriend, and people were like, well, you've been in this person's DM and this person's DMs. And I'm just I just feel like he was wrong, of course, but I don't know why. I just feel to me, it just feels like they be pressing relationship statuses on this show. It's really, really, really annoying. It's just let people be. Just let people be and figure it out. So this infamous moment of Jasmine versus Silas versus Bria. So here's where I stand with this. I feel like everyone is wrong and right within reason. I feel like there's a lot of ways that this could have went, a lot of ways that it should have went. Okay, so Bria did ask Jasmine and Silas at the bowling alley if she can bring Simon for the last week, and they said yes. And I feel like at that point they should have just told Bria, hey, like, let's talk about this another time. Let's talk it up with the house and see what others think. Now, I think that when Bria, I think that if I'm correct, she said the last week, and I know she said he will be staying for a couple of days because the flight from Germany is so long, which I think is understandable. I don't remember she made it clear that it was a full 7 days though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in being a host and being in a house, you have to ask those questions to get to the bottom of it, so that way you can make everyone feel safe and, happy within the house. And I feel like Jasmine didn't do that, and Bria kind of like made the situation work for her and her man, which, I mean, hey, but I feel like Silas just makes things worse. He just makes things worse. And part of me was just like, originally I said, okay, well, Simon is sharing with Bria, shouldn't be a big deal, it's a group trip. It seemed like it shouldn't be a big deal. But I get like having the extra person in the house just makes a little off center and off balance. But then you got Jasmine and Silas banging every 5 minutes. So I get it. So, a lot more happens where a lot of people join this episode. Summer comes, Jason comes, and it's a lot. So they go on a fishing trip. The fishing trip I thought was so cute, so cool. They caught fish, they ate the fish. Yes, this is the night of toga. So they're having a game night, and they're like, okay, we're gonna be Team Alpha and Team Kappa. Yeah. Silas got so serious. He's like, I'm an alpha man, and this is what it means to be an alpha, and da 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 da. And so then you have Summer coming in. She's like, well, I was an alpha child, whatever. And so, like, something that's 99, and Simon just like, that's not the real alpha, blah, blah. I was just like, first of all, are y'all supposed to be doing this with y'all letters? Are y'all? Now, I'm not Greek, but are y'all supposed to be doing this with y'all letters? Why couldn't it just be Team Red versus Team Gold? I just feel like Silas just takes everything to the extreme, and I could be biased because I just don't like him. Like, it was just a lot. So Jason also comes in, and I'm like, wow, Silas isn't jealous, and he's like, oh, I'm trying to learn my woman's friends, and da 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 da. And girl, why did Bria season their broccoli like that? That pissed me off. So the episode ends where Bria and Silas are going at it, and she's like, you are racist. You said that I should be with a black man, and blah, blah. And Bria is just dragging it. Like, I get what Silas is saying. He's saying that I feel like a black woman should be with a black man. I do not disagree with that. But to flip it and say that he's racist is not true. It was just dragging it. And then, like, Jasmine comes in, she's running up the stairs, and she's going in, and she's like, the disrespect is gone, and da-da-da-da. This whole fight ruins college night, and it spills over to episode 5. So Bria's like, she's starting to leave, but of course she ends up staying. And of course, Jasmine and Silas are back at it again with the newlywed banging sex. And it's just like, oh, bitch, oh, please, girl. Fuck. What's that saying? Hold on. And then Jasmine and Simon having sex. I just feel like, oh, girl, please, bitch, oh. Like, it just can't be that good. It just cannot be that good. And that follows into Jordan's celibacy brunch. Now, I love this idea. I just love celebrating everything. And claps for Jordan, because that's a big deal. So I liked how at the breakfast they were talking about Bria and how Bria felt about the fight and how Simon's on the way and all that stuff. And she was just like, oh, I'm feeling better. Like, everything's cool. And she said, but this is about Jordan. So Jordan, how do you feel about your celibacy brunch? I loved how she kind of flipped that and made it about Jordan, because that's what it was about. And I just love that. I loved how Jordan said, like, oh, I did it. It was a goal. Do I want to go to Pound Town? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to restrict myself, but I'm not going to like throw myself out there. I like that because sometimes you just do stuff just to do it. And it doesn't have to have a purpose behind it. It's just to show yourself. And it doesn't mean like if you're like, okay, well, I did it. It doesn't mean like, yes, I'm going to Pound Town tomorrow. And it necessarily also doesn't mean like, you know, I'm ready for that. You know, it's just kind of, it's just a thing. I really liked how Preston wrapped it up. Whatever you do with your coochie today or tomorrow, I'm happy for you. Like, period. I love that. Honestly, and I also want to say that I feel like Preston would be the best friend ever. I really would love to be friends with him. I saw he lives in DC. I also used to live in DC. Preston, let's be besties. I freaking love him. Love him. He's probably my favorite person on the show next to Jordan. Also, Jasmine. Again, the least favorite person. I do not like Jasmine. I feel like she's so nasty. I do not like her. When Jordan was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to give up my coochie coin. Like, she just looks so, like, over it. And it's just like, why are you acting like this? Like, maybe she's not ready for a relationship. Maybe she's just still trying to find herself. Like, I get it. Because, like, you I get it. You want to go to Pound Town, but you don't want to be in a relationship, but you don't want what come with it. I get that. And I feel like Jasmine just thinks she knows her best interest for everybody. And it's like, girl, I really just don't think that you do. So, they have this chat in the store, and I love how Jordan is like, girl, you, another Players Club moment. You think you know what's best for me? My mama don't even know what's best for me. Like, what makes Jasmine think that she knows what's best for Jordan and Jordan's coochie coin? Like, I would really like to know. She's like, oh, you want a partnership? She's like, yeah. She's like, you want this? And it's just like, okay, like, some people don't think that having kids and being married is the center of their universe and the world's going to end if they don't achieve those things or have those things. Like, everybody can be different and have different goals and aspirations, and Jasmine needs to understand that. So, and Summer even talks about that, like, you know, she had a situation, she thought it was like it, and then it wasn't. Like, I just like how everybody at that brunch was able to discuss different things and how they felt. And while Jasmine just sat and judged, I feel like she is being very judgy. Now, there's a new link up in the house, Summer and Alex. I feel like they're so cute. I love when I see couples that are like a grand rising, one with the earth, and got my Palo Santos and my sage, and I gotta say my affirmations, and I just love those type of people. So I like them together. I hope they become a thing. And now, this night was all about Truth or Dare, Jamaican night. What was it called? Summers of Jamaica, whatever she called it. So they played Truth or Dare. We see that Preston kissed Bria. He said he's been with a woman, which I'm not surprised by. A lot of gay men have. Summer gets there to kiss Alex, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna see how he feel. I guess I feel like she's trying to do a temperature check." And he said, "Yeah." So I feel like that'll be a thing. I love when Jordan took her wig off in this moment. Gave so real. Like I said, favorite person, Jordan and Preston. And so Jasmine had to reenact the moan sounds that the whole house hears with Simon. And girl, Simon did not like that. He was like, I don't like nobody hearing my woman moan. Boy, shut up. You are such a princess. How about if you learn how to be considerate of others, then you wouldn't be in the situation that you are. But no, you and your wife think y'all run everything and just really aren't considerate. So, yeah. And then the part when Silas is like, oh my gosh, you not making any noise. It's such a turn off. He got so angry because she tried to be considerate of others and not moan as loud. And he's controlling. He's delusional. He's a princess. I don't like it. It's just some vibes I can't get with. So the episode wraps up with them getting ready to go to Bria's dinner, and Alex is cutting Amir's hair, and I thought that was such a cute moment. I love a bromance. Simon arrives. Everyone's super nice to him, He has bottles. Everything's going well. And they come to the dinner, and he bought everybody Philippe Petit watches. Is that how you say it? Philippe Petit. AP? Yeah, I think it was AP, right? Is that the same? Girl, I don't know. Out of my tax bracket, I'm just going off what the rappers be saying. Okay, child, I don't remember what it was. If it was either AP or Philippe Petit. I know there's two different things, but it was either one of them watches. I feel like it was a Philippe. So Bria came in, gave everybody watches, gave Simon and Jasmine a Versace watch. I'm just like, girl, I feel like she's literally clearly with him, but for the money, because why not? But the dinner looks like it's going well. No, Silas is talking to Simon, asking him his vision for Bria, like he her daddy or something like that. And he's like, oh, marriage is about this and that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, shut the hell up. Did they say they was going to get married tomorrow? And Jasmine just finally cracks. And Jordan is looking like, oh my gosh. Jasmine is like, well, just how Silas think all these good things about marriage is going good. I'm having a hard time. Actually, it was very cringe, very like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. I couldn't believe she was seeing it. This girl brought to tears, and I feel like she missed her old life. She's trying to figure out how to balance being a wife and being a friend, and I feel like that man is too much. I want to know what y'all think in the comments, though. Let me know down below. What do y'all think is the problem between Jasmine and Silas? We gotta crack the code. Let me know what you thought about these 2 episodes. Let's keep in touch, honey. Talk to me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at India Monee. And I would love to chat with y'all in the comments and see you in the next video. All right, posse out.